Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Time and money to have the best experiences out of your life. So in today's video we are going to discuss something very important and extraordinary, and the topic that has been told over and over again at various MBA schools and business courses. That is first mover advantage. Whether it is actually true, and if not, what are the steps or the options that you can take as a person or as a business owner to improve or overcome this first mover advantage, or rather disadvantage, that you might have by being a first mover and using few of the features of it for your advantage. So first mover advantage is only half the story told, and there is a great article written in Harvard Business Review. I will link down the article, do check it out. First of all, if you are a first mover, more often than not, those businesses or those services are often unprofitable, and there are very high costs associated with running these businesses, which we'll cover in later points. So one of the studies suggests that almost 50% of these innovative first mover advantage businesses that existed flopped or failed within few years of their existence. And second point linked to this is the second mover or the subsequent movers who come after the existence of this product can learn from the mistakes that you or that business which had a first mover advantage has made, and then can learn quickly from it, and they need not have to reinvent the wheel. And in the first case you had to reinvent the wheel, and the cost associated with was to be borne by you and not someone else. So example for this could be Google Chrome, which was not the first browser, and similarly Facebook was not the first social media site. It was an iteration of multiple other services or social networks that existed earlier. And the third reason why first mover advantage is not actually advantage is because the technology that you will require to provide the service to your customer, or the technology that the customer will require to access your service or product, might not be ready. For example, in early 1990s, there were few companies who wanted to bring on-demand content which were alternative to Netflix or YouTube, but they did not exist because the technology to consume this or use this service was not ready. The internet speed were in few kbps. Now it has gone up to few gbps, and tbps is also underway. So because of this, even though you are a really innovative or an extraordinary person with first mover advantage, you might not be able to reap the benefit of this because of non-existence of the technological infrastructure and various other infrastructure and support, technological support needed to exist or to continue this business and to provide services to the customer. And the fourth point is high marketing cost and customer acquisition cost. That is, if you want to run the business, you will have to make your services or products known to customer, and because you are a first mover and there is no existence or equivalent product available in the market, you will have to educate the customer both in respect of existence of the product, and then how to use it, what are the benefits, and how it will resolve the pain points of theirs. And because customers are not aware of this, they will need a lot of persuasion along with that knowledge base to develop, and they should have a good hold and a sense, rather a belief into that product or service to buy into it. And fifth point is the employees of your organization can get to know few key metrics or the business idea that you yourself were not able to tackle, or you as an organization were not accepting of the view. These employees can create a competing business which not necessarily kills the competition or increases the price and drives down the profit, but also can run you out of your business if they can bring in a much larger or a broader services with great customer experience and the product and service that customer actually wants. And sixth point is the product adoption curve. That is, I put up a chart wherein the theory says that the early adopters for a product are very low. The innovators or the early adopters are quite low, and according to some estimate, this is just 5 to 10% of your target audience. If you want your business to be successful, you are estimating, let's say you want to provide this service to 1 crore people, but these early adopters may be in few percentages, maybe less than 1 lakh or 5 lakh, and you will have to provide these people services so that in case they are actually happy with your services, only then will they spread word of mouth and other great words, so that it can be marketing as well as sales to you. But these early adopters are very critical, and capturing them might be both very costly and will be very difficult for us very small organization. And if they do not have a loyal base following as well as a good sense of pride and community to formed around that, it will be very difficult to succeed. And seventh but not the least, an organization with a deeper pocket can enter into the business and drive you out of the business. That is, the first mover might be a very small organization or a founder who was starting it up as a startup and did not have enough backing in terms of capital as well as resources. So organization with deeper pocket and employee talent can enter into this business, and because they already have a reach of customer, then the multiple advantages that they will get is first and foremost the resources, both in terms of money, manpower, etc., that they already have. And second is the existing customer base that they have, they can easily tap into it and cross sell them with the existing product, and also make them aware. And having this brand recognition tied to the product or service that they want to give will help them to achieve a greater scale, which this new early adopter or a first mover might not have been able to get. So with this, does it mean that being a first mover is always a disadvantage? No, you will have to use some strategies and thoughts to overcome this. And few of the key points that you will have to keep in mind as well as use it to your advantage are: first and foremost, be an innovator. That is, keep on innovating and listen to your customer. What is it that they are requesting, or what is it that they truly desire out of the product or service? Have an open mind and listen to both your existing customer as well as your potential customer, and see to it that what is it that they are asking for. Many a times customer, they themselves might not be aware what is it that they require, but in terms of speaking to them and asking them what is it that they require, many a times you will get some key insights which you wouldn't have got, and then use this to build a product or a feature which will impact and improves customer experience quite a lot. And similarly, along with feature, also see to it that along with innovation and development of product or service, see the customer experience that that customer is getting, be it in terms of packaging, owning that product, using it, any experiences, be it in terms of touch points or the customer usage or the usage by customer of that product or service. At each and every step, see how you can improve or enhance the customer experience so that he will be delighted to use this product again and again. And second step that you can use is IP protection, that is intellectual property. There are various intellectual property rights available, and if you can prove it and file for right IP protection, you will be protected both in terms of copyright, trademark, patents, etc., and you can use it to your advantage, and it will be very difficult for your competitors to enter and target or rather kill your business. And you can use some form of legal protection, even though many of them do not think of it or want to delay this process as late as possible. Having IP protection is actually helpful. You can contact a commercial lawyer for more details on this. And third point is, keep a focus on numbers and financials. Do not lose sight to the development of product or service, and also keep an eye on both your top line, bottom line, and all the items in between, be it in forms of various expenses, in form of various revenue potential, and where you can bring and generate lot of revenue as well as cut down cost without tampering or hampering the customer experience, product, service, and its features, etc. And fourth point is, because you are an existing business owner who is running this business and have a first mover stance, what you can do is you can gather a lot of data which other companies might not be able to gather, be it in form of customer psychology and the requirement that customers are requesting for. It is very often possible that the first iteration or the first product that you develop might be a utter flop, but the learning that you get might be something that might be difficult to capture from external people. And as far as you're able to keep this a secret to your own business and are able to build on this and use this data that you have gathered, both in terms of real data through real humans and customer experiences that you're getting, plus the product feature, plus the issues that are there on these products can be resolved by you, which others, external or third party user, might not be able to do so easily. And next point is building and using economies of scale. Because you're existing or operating in this business for quite some time and being a first mover, you will have gathered or built several processes like supply chain or investment on machinery, etc., which others would take some time to set up. So you can use this to your advantage to drive down cost as well as improve the efficiency of your services that is being provided to your customer, be it in terms of faster delivery, quality of delivery, etc. So you can use these economies of scale both in terms of, as I said, these existing supply chain, or rather even the employees that you have, you can try to keep them and use their talent and the knowledge base that they have built until then, and use this to your advantage and bring in and hone this and build a great organization by using this. And sixth point is, just by being a first mover, it is not going to give you an enormous advantage. What is going to help you is being an agile organization and having the ability to pivot. Many a times the first hypothesis that you would have developed, go check out the video on testing hypothesis and developing a hypothesis on a business idea, and this hypothesis that you have developed might end up being wrong, and whatever you have tested might be a little different from what the actual customer or your target base is looking for. And you as a business should be in such a position that you are able to quickly turn around and provide the solution that the customer is needing, and not be such a bureaucratic organization that even bringing in a small change or a product feature enhancement or change will take decades to bring in. And you should bring in as quickly as possible and cater to your business needs as well as customer needs, and be agile as a whole organization. And the seventh point is build customer behavior. Because you're a first mover, the advantage that you have is you can start offering these products or service to the customer and make them habituated to this, so that they will have more tendency to buy into your product, be it in any terms in form of branding that you have built, and then the customer experiences that you're providing, then the product features that you're providing, and making their experience hassle free and making them subscribe to it, so that they keep on continuing to this business and enhancing the customer service as well. So many things bundled together can increase customer experiences and can help them keep into your ecosystem, and you can capture these audiences as such. And this will help you to build a large audience base which will be difficult for others to poach, and if it's in the right space and the right market, you will be able to capture this and drive value out of it. And then together the most important things are being able to pivot as an organization, having this value of innovation, learning, and then developing and learning from data, and all other points that I have mentioned are something that is something that will truly help you to take advantage of being a first mover and not be at a disadvantage like few other businesses. And I understand in hindsight it's very easy to comment where businesses went wrong, but when you're truly on the field, it will be difficult, or rather you should be agile and try to experiment. And again, check out the video on experimentation and see how you can add value and bring in various stuff which will help you as an organization to try out various stuff and bring out various quantity over quality. Again, check out that video of quantity over quality. So these will together help you to build such an organization and a dynamic culture that you will be able to take advantage of this first mover. And even if you are not, again, the disadvantage that I have mentioned, you can use these to your advantage, and build a much better product that others are not able to cater or provide, and you can become a much more successful business. With this, I think this has been a quite interesting video, and I hope that you have liked it. Ensure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below, as well as share it with as many people as you can. I'll see you soon. Timon.